truly representative African Union would need to reconcile modern and traditional governance, but this conversation rarely happens. Despite its limitations, the African Union has deployed peacekeepers to some of Africa's worst conflicts. Between 2002 and today, the AU has deployed missions to Burundi, AMIB, helping transition from civil war to peace. Sudan, Darfur, AMIS, attempting to protect civilians, later transitioned to UN-AU hybrid mission. Somalia, AMISOM, later ATMIS, fighting Al-Shabaab militants, stabilizing the government. Central African Republic, MISCA, responding to sectarian violence. The Gambia, supporting ECOWAS intervention to enforce election results in 2017. These missions saved lives. AMISOM in Somalia prevented the country from becoming a failed state entirely controlled by extremists. AU peacekeepers in Burundi helped end a brutal civil war. But AU peacekeeping faces chronic problems, funding shortages, missions are underfunded, undersupplied, and sometimes go months without paying soldiers. Capability gaps, a lack of training, equipment, and logistics compared to UN or NATO forces, mandate confusion, unclear rules of engagement, political interference from member states, accountability issues. Some AU peacekeepers have been accused of human rights abuses themselves. The AU's most successful interventions have been when regional organizations like ECOWAS take the lead, with the AU providing political backing. When the AU tries to lead directly, results are mixed. Still, the principle matters. Africans solving African problems. The AU has demonstrated that Africa can deploy its own forces to address its own crises. That's progress compared to the OAU's passivity. One of the AU's most tangible impacts has been on democratic norms. The principle of rejecting unconstitutional changes of government has become established. When coups happen, the AU suspends the country. This doesn't always restore democracy immediately, but it signals that coups are unacceptable. Since 2002, the AU has suspended at least 15 member states following coups or unconstitutional power transitions, refused to recognize governments that come to power through force, sent mediation teams to countries facing constitutional crises, monitored elections, and called out